In this lecture, we'll see a C program to find sum of natural numbers using a for loop. Here is the expected output of this program. So we will be asking a user to enter a number. Let's say the user enters number 5. In this case, the sum of natural numbers is going to be 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to 15. In a similar way, if the user enters number 6, then the sum of natural numbers is going to be 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which will be 21. Let's see a C program. So here I'm starting my program with a comment, that is C program to print sum of natural numbers using a for loop. Then comes a preprocessor directive, that is hash include, using which I'm including standard input output header file. Here is a main function with return type void. Inside main function, I have taken three integer variables. The first integer variable is n, second is counter, and the third integer variable is sum, whose initial value is 0. Here comes a printf function using which I'm printing a message, that is enter a number. By making use of scanf function, I'm accepting the value of n from the user. And here comes the for loop. So inside for loop, I have taken a counter variable. I have initialized this counter variable with value 1. The condition is the value of the counter variable should be either less or equal to n, and here I'm incrementing the value of the counter variable by 1. So counter plus plus is nothing but counter plus 1. Inside for loop, we have only one statement, so I'm not using the curly braces. The statement is sum plus equal to counter. Sum plus equal to counter is nothing but sum is equal to sum plus counter. Then at the end, by making use of printf function, I am printing the sum of natural numbers, and here is the value of sum. After making the changes, we have to save the program. Then we can compile it. For compiling it, we have to go to execute and compile the code first. We can see here this code has 0 errors, 0 warnings. We can go back to execute and run the program. So here it is asking to enter a number. Let's say the number is 5. For number 5, the sum of natural numbers is 15. Let's try to understand the flow of execution. We have value of n equal to 5. As we can see inside the for loop, the value of counter variable is 1. In the condition, it will check if 1 is less than equal to 5 or not. As this condition is true, it will enter the body of the for loop where it is calculating the value of variable sum. So the value of sum is going to be sum plus counter. As we can see here, the initial value of sum is 0. So it will take 0 plus 1, as the value of counter variable is 1 here, which is going to be 1. After the body of the for loop executes, the flow of control jumps back to the increment statement where the value of counter variable will be incremented by 1. So now the value of counter variable will become 2. Again, it will check if 2 is less than equal to 5 or not. As the condition is true, it will calculate the value of variable sum. So here it will take the current value of variable sum, which is 1, to which it will add the value of counter variable, which is 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. It will jump back to counter plus plus statement. Now the value of counter will become 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. It will check if 3 is less than equal to 5 or not. As the condition is true, it will calculate the value of variable sum, which will be current value of sum, that is 3, plus the value of counter variable, that is 3. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Now it will again increment the value of counter variable by 1. So here the value of counter variable will become 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. It will check the condition if 4 is less than equal to 5 or not. As the condition is true, it will calculate the value of variable sum, which is equal to the current value of variable sum, that is 6, plus the value of counter variable, which is equal to 4. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. Again, it will increment the value of counter variable by 1. So this time, the value of counter variable will be 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5. It will check if 5 is less than equal to 5 or not. As the condition is true, it will calculate the value of variable sum, which is equal to current value of sum plus the value of variable counter, which is equal to 5. So 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. Again, it will increment the value of counter variable by 1. So this time, the value of counter variable will be 5 plus 1, that is 6. It will check if 6 is less than equal to 5 or not. As the condition is false, the for loop will be terminated and the flow of control will come down where the sum of natural numbers will be printed. So we can see the answer is 15. That's what we can see here on the output window. One important thing to remember in this program is to initialize variable sum with value 0. Because when the for loop will be executed for the first time, as we can see here, it says sum plus equal to counter, which is nothing but sum is equal to sum plus counter. So here it will look for the initial value of sum. If you enjoyed this content, please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, P for Programming. Thank you.